Hi everyone, I'm Goddess Taya 4444. My name is Tanya. This reading here is for the karmics. Divine said you made your choice. And so they're seeing spirits. They're being hunted. It's going down now. They're becoming homeless. They're having issues with the law. Karma has and is hitting you with the blink of an eye. It happens so fast. A massive storm is coming, has come, or is coming. They're being confused. They're having mental issues. Yes, the ancestors are displeased with them. They are saying you are not the chosen one. And they are displeased with the karmics. They are very displeased with the karmics. They said that these karmics is not to be trusted. Wow. These karmics is not to be trusted. Yeah, these karmics have child. These karmics have childhood issues that they need to address. They are pure evil. Yeah, I'm writing this down because you can't see it too good. But they are being hunted in their thoughts. Oh. Your angels are, the ancestors are angry. Because y'all doing this black magic. They're angry. They don't like that. They don't like the fact that you all are still doing that black magic. Doing the magic spells. This is a teenager. Teenagers or teenagers involved. I'm reading from more than one. So I saw the encouragement card. You all are encouraging teenager or teenagers to do your dirty work. Okay. You all will be hearing sounds of the roaring in the earth because y'all keep doing the same stuff. You keep doing the same stuff, and yet in some places you're hearing the roaring of the earth. And I'm telling you the truth. And it's weather disaster.
That absolutely sounds terrifying. So I tried diets. I went keto. When that didn't work, I went carnivore. Then I gave up sugar entirely. It kind of helped after a year, but boy, it was hard to stick with. At that point, I thought permanent socks, sleeping in a separate bed, and having feet that reeked like death was just my new normal.
You feeling hopeless?
Then I stumbled across Dr. Sam Walters' fungus clearing ritual. And now, for the first time in 5 years, I'm wearing sandals that show off my pink, clear.
Might be the military.
You're short on time. Just tap below.
You're in the military. Again, a massive storm. Where did I see that at?
He discovered this surprising fungus clearing ritual while reading the Bible one night. Specifically, a passage in the Gospel of John that reveals how male fungus can be healed.
A massive storm came out twice.
No matter what your age or lifestyle. The best part is that scientists have tested this biblical fungus clearing ritual.
Massive storm came out twice.
Whether it's discoloration, crumbling, fungal spread, rotting, foul smell, or toenail loss. Dr. Walter's fungus clearing ritual works like nothing else because it gets the male to neutralize the fungal spores and stop them from hijacking your immune system. It's so effective that even though this discovery was only released to the general public a few weeks ago, it's already exploded in popularity. It's now one of the most sought-after solutions for treating toenail fungus.
Yeah, you made your
Tried everything to get rid of toenail fungus and nothing works.
you all made your choice.
Dr. Walter's free
You all made your choice to stay asleep.
His one-of-a-kind fungus clearing ritual can reduce and even eliminate the toughest types of toenails.
Chose not to wake up.
Over 37,000 people are already using it and seeing brand new pink toenails in record time. Listen, you're always hiding your food. You can't stand looking at your toes. You need to see this video. Try that. Imagine having the freedom to finally go barefoot at home, wear your favorite sandals out in public without feeling self-conscious, because now your feet look, smell, feel great. Save the Listerine for your teeth. Tap the button below now to watch this short free presentation. In the first 3 minutes, it will explain exactly how this simple fungus
And now you're blocked.
restore healthy, happy, attractive
I pulled this card. This card dirty. It's time for me to let it go.
Watch what rice does to our joints.
I've got this group chat that's grown into this mix of running friends, work people, and
After the Trump administration announced it was sending poll monitors to California and New Jersey, poll monitors who will
This
answer to
deity
Trump Attorney General Pam
is
Bondi.
after y'all.
Democratic elections lawyer Mark Elias wrote this.
I don't know how to pronounce Artemis. Deity Artemis.
Gather information for him and his administration to misuse.
Yeah, she's after y'all.
Elections. I cannot tell you exactly what form that will take. Trump may not even know how he plans to abuse this process, but I know that security.
12 o'clock on the clock.
It is our job to not give him.
Mm-hmm.
Joining us now is
Karmic.
Mark Elias, the founder of Democracy Docket, an elections attorney involved in suing the Trump administration over voting rights and a host of other issues. Mr. Elias, it's nice to see you. Thanks very much for taking time to be here today.
Thanks for having me back.
So let me ask you just what that means that you wrote today. It is our job not to give him the opportunity.
Yeah, so look, Donald Trump has telegraphed what he's doing here in broad strokes. Yesterday, he posted on social media that he already believes
This card is messed up.
You know, he said that,
But it says Karmic.
watch how totally
Karmic.
dishonest the California prop vote is.
So I've written it over.
That's the predicate he is laying down before these monitors start to collect whatever information they collect. And that information will be mischaracterized, it'll be misused, it'll be abused, so that Donald Trump, when that ballot initiative passes, as it will claim that there was massive fraud. And when Mikey Sherrill wins in New Jersey, he will claim there was massive fraud. And he will use that as the jumping off point for the 2026 election, when he is really worried that he's going to lose power.
When he makes those sort of claims, will it matter, or how will it matter, that the Justice Department will have sent these federal election monitors in? How will that, if you see that as his strategy moving ahead with these elections, these off-year elections,
Your suffering will have no end.
in towards 2026, how do the federal election monitors affect that?
Yeah, so remember, you know, I have a lot of experience suing and litigating.
It's
against
time.
Donald Trump. I represented Joe Biden and we beat
It's
him
time.
over 60 times after 2020. What's different this time is that he will have the United States government, the Department of Justice, show up in courtrooms and say preposterously false things, but that will be given the premature of the United States. And look, Rachel, this is a problem we're seeing across the country. I mean, they are claiming that they
The
can National Guard
angels
and the
are
military
furious.
cities because he says they're on fire when in fact there are no fires. And
Gods and
judges
goddesses
still
are furious.
giving the DOJ the benefit of the doubt. So the difference here,
Wow.
the reason why the DOJ being involved and these monitors being involved
Deities
is so
are
problematic
furious.
is because our judicial system is still set up to
And
believe
ancestors are furious.
show up and say we found X, that in fact they found X when they say Y.
What's the best strategy against what you
Everybody, all of them,
So
the
I think it's
divine
two.
is
I think
furious
number one
with
is
you.
for there to be public awareness, right? So that we can pre-bud the misinformation and the disinformation that he is going to spread to try to create an environment that allows him to create mischief, like I said, in 2026. The second thing, though, is we need to broaden the aperture. You know, in your last segment, you talked about privacy and the fact that they're building a national database. Well, my law firm is also involved in 8 cases Justice is trying to collect voter data on every single American. Every single American who's ever registered to vote, the Department of Justice is trying to collect that data from all 50 states.
Yeah,
And
y'all,
where they collect
y'all
that, they're
still
not collecting it
stuck
to make
in the
elections easier. They're
chosen
not collecting it
ones,
to make people safer. They're collecting it because as they head towards
obsessively.
2026, they want to be able to weaponize that data along with a lot of other
And the
information
divine
for
said,
a lot
enough
of
is
bad
enough.
reasons, including to try to make the 2026 elections less free and fair. So what we need to do is we need to be prepared for that fight. We need to stand up tall against it. We need to litigate against it. But most importantly, we need to know it's happening so that we can explain and contextualize this to our friends and our families, our clients, our customers, our bowling partners, and our bridge partners.
Mark, let me also ask you about a new lawsuit that you filed today in New York. This is a challenge, effectively, to New York's congressional map.
You all coming to realization of this.
In terms of states that may essentially redistrict their congressional map for partisan advantage because of the way that Trump
Even your karmic friends.
Let's do it. Democratic-controlled states now trying to fight back on those same lines.
Yeah, and I make no apologies for that. I mean, the fact is, my law firm and I, we are involved now in 8 different lawsuits in 8 different states involving congressional.
You all have been doing this for far too long.
To Texas, and now New York, and I expect that number will grow in the coming days. What we've identified in New York is that the districts that were drawn, at least one of them does not comply with state law, and therefore we are suing. And we think it is important that this case be heard quickly, and that the result be a new redrawn map by the state legislature. And like I said, I make no apologies for standing up against what Donald Trump is trying to do, while also not agreeing that we are going to unilaterally disarm, because that will be the death knell of democracy.
Attorney Mark Elias, founder of Democracy Docket. Mr. Elias, it's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
This came just like this. So you are not chosen. I thought that came out. That's why I was looking for it. But this came out just like this. You are not chosen. That's what this means. When it comes out upside down. You're being forced to let go.
As well as making sure that we're listening to the concerns of our constituents, something that
You're being
Republicans are
forced.
afraid to do.
Congresswoman, is there a middle ground, a so-called middle ground, imagine these days, that GOP
You're being forced to let go of what you're doing.
Also, Democrats could potentially compromise on.
But since you don't want to let it go,
Don't want to see Democrats cross when it comes to negotiating.
this voodoo doll,
Yeah, so here's the deal. I mean, there's a lot of
this
things that so-called
voodoo doll spell work,
Republicans should
it's
be
backfiring.
engaging in. But when you look at somebody like,
What
for
you do to
instance,
that
if we look
voodoo
on the other
doll,
side, Mike Lawler
what you put on that
pretends to
voodoo
be
doll
kind of this middle ground,
for the
MAGA
chosen
person. But when you
is
look at his
happening
vote
to you.
record, it is clear that it is just as MAGA can be, right? And so a lot of these Republicans say a lot of things, but then they don't follow through. And the few that are willing to kind of
Yeah.
just do what's right,
Y'all
because
gonna be
honestly,
childless.
this is not really a partisan issue, or it shouldn't be a partisan issue. This is right versus wrong. When we're talking about healthcare, we're not only talking about Democrats. Democrats aren't the only people that get sick. I mean, last time I checked, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, or MAGA,
There's nothing that you could prove.
so last time I checked, we all need healthcare, right?
You couldn't
So the
prove
fight that
anything
we
to
are
yourself.
waging right now is
Like,
a real one. And
you
while
know,
Ted Cruz wanted to talk about they voted for clean CRs, he didn't tell the other side of that.
Yeah, that spell work.
And talk to them. And he initiated those conversations because he was
You're trying to prove to yourself that you still got it, that you can still do,
public service for over 50 years. And one of the things that they consistently did, if you guys will recall, is every time we had to deal with the
that you
CR,
can
they
still
wanted to
do
deal
the
with
spell
debt
work.
ceiling, and they wanted to cap our spending.
You
And they
can't.
wanted to make sure that we
It's
weren't
over.
They always held the debt ceiling over our heads. So they always drew blood. And sadly enough, them drawing blood was not anything on behalf of the American people as a whole.
Congresswoman, can I ask you about the messages this
So,
administration has posted, for example, on the HUD site?
the bad weather, your windows could be falling out.
Blaming Democrats for the shutdown.
So this weather's going to hit your home.
Language that's pushed on federal government websites. Also, federal workers claiming that their away messages
I'm seeing your windows around.
As far as I'm concerned,
Your windows is getting rusted or something. It's something in the water.
This is just who they are. In fact, they have made it clear that they have no respect for
The vine has put something in the water.
Or anything else. I mean, everything that they do, not just coming out of
The windows are falling out. This is because of weather.
Portions of this executive branch, especially when you look at ICE and the types of things that
And
they do. So,
it's tearing the stability around the window. Around the window. Windows. Oh, no. Your windows, oh my goodness. The ancestors are blowing up your windows in your home. Wow. Oh, KKK members. That's happening to the KKK members. Oh, wow. The ancestors are really coming for y'all. Oh, my reading is on point.
Some of the words of Ted Cruz, then we can go back to him when he was talking about the FEC commissioner when he decided
they are at war. The ancestors are at war with you all. They're not playing with y'all.
Right? Like, you're seeing this kind of mob mentality. It's like,
You will even suffer in reincarnation. If you are reincarnated, if you happen to leave this earth, you're gonna, and you come back, you are going to suffer even if you are reincarnated back to this earth.
Now, how crazy is that? And when we talk about Chicago, in fact, the event I just left, I talked about Chicago because I don't think that it's really been uttered enough. That one of the things that I say all the time when I'm doing some of my talks is that I need you to survive. It's a gospel song. But the point of it that I try to make for a lot of people is that there are people that wanted to say, well, I'm not an immigrant, so that's not my problem. And they taking our jobs anyway, according to Trump, right? And so now we're seeing that, like, no, it is your problem. It is all of our problems because immigrants contribute to this country. Stop falling for the okie doke. Stop believing the lies that they are putting out there and the terrible racist tropes that they are constantly using to rile people up. It is time to recognize that while you thought the enemy was the immigrant, or you thought the enemy was the trans person, or you thought that the enemy was the black folk, or you thought the enemy were the women, when the reality is that the only person that is harming you right now, if you are struggling to make sure that you can pay your bills, if you're struggling to feed your family, if you are struggling to find a job, if you are struggling to keep your business open, or if you're a farmer, while we currently have record level bankruptcies by farmers, it is not any of those people on the list.
You all are still scrying.
Nepo baby that is sitting in the White House that is causing all the destruction, pain,
Y'all
and
still
problems that
doing
you
this
are
spell work,
enduring.
man.
Congressman, can I ask you really quick right before we go to break? Do you think it was a coincidence that
Try,
the
you're
chose to send black
you're scrying to see if the unions have come in yet, or is still coming in. Man, I don't know what to say to y'all. Yeah, this COVID group that is doing spell work is backfiring. It's backfiring. And I just saw again, yes. Karmic twin flames. Being kicked out. I'm gonna leave it right there. You all have a nice overwhelming debt. You all have the ancestors see and hear. This is a senator's plaque that is being set for the chosen. Okay, I said I was gonna karmas are going to be in fear. They put fear into your hearts. They are putting fear into your hearts. Karmic couple. You have fear in your heart. They showing you something. They showing you something. Wow. Feds. Some of y'all going to jail. Unusual weather is what I'm hearing. Unusual weather is happening. Threatening weather. Threatening weather. Threatening weather. Because y'all still doing the spell work. Yep. Having nightmares. Yeah. Karmics in discontent. You took a lot of people's kindness for weakness. Where is that card? That's what I saw. You all took a lot of people's kindness for weakness. You're using their hair. Y'all still up to this spell work. I'm telling you, it's backfiring. It's backfiring on you. Again, candle spell work. You're still doing this spell work. You're not getting nothing, and it's coming back to you. That's the second time candle spells came out. Yeah, y'all decided to stay. Y'all made the choice and decided to stay asleep. That's what y'all did. Doing binding spells. That's what you're doing. Doing them binding spells so that you won't serve your karma. So you can stay safe with the chosen. And y'all gonna be forced to separate. You ain't gonna have no choice. Karmic soulmates. They say you had many warnings. Divine said you had many, many warnings. Oh. All karmics are involved in all this. Major storm coming. Yep. You have to leave your job. Lose your job. You're going to be losing your job. Schizophrenia. Yeah. That's your karma. Schizophrenia. Yeah. The ancestors. Come on, man. No. So, they still talking? Let them talk. The ancestors hear them. Yeah, they are narcissists. Tricksters. You all are tricksters. The ball is rolling now. The ball is rolling. So I'm going to leave it right there. So, karmics. That's what's happening with y'all. You want to know, you want to always jump in on the chosen ones reading and everything. But this is y'all's reading right here. Y'all have a nice day. Bye.